Rediscover your past by digitizing your family's memories with LEGACYBOX. Watch until the end of this video to find out more about preserving your legacy, and then visit legacybox.com/recollection. 1959 was a landmark year of growth and change. The 49th and 50th states officially joined the Union. New Mercury astronauts were introduced, and television continued to dominate American homes. As the population rose to 177 million, famous toys and new TV shows made 1959 stand out. But the country spent most of the year mourning the death of 3 young rock and roll stars. Beginning on January 3rd, President Eisenhower signed the proclamation officially admitting Alaska into the Union as the 49th state, making it the largest state in the nation. Just 4 days later, on January 7th, the United States formally recognized Cuba's new provisional government following the overthrow of their dictator. The U.S. was hopeful that their new leader, Fidel Castro, would remain friendly to American interests. January 21st brought sad news from Hollywood when Carl Switzer, best known for playing Alfalfa in the Our Gang comedy shorts, was killed during a dispute at a California home. He was only 31 years old. On February 2nd, the Green Bay Packers hired Vince Lombardi as their head coach. Over the next decade, Lombardi would transform the struggling franchise into one of the greatest dynasties in NFL history. The following day, February 3rd, tragedy shocked the music world when Buddy Holly, Ritchie Valens, and the Big Bopper, J.P. Richardson, were killed in a plane crash near Clear Lake, Iowa. The event would later become immortalized as the day the music died. March 9th introduced us to the Barbie doll. It made its debut at the American Toy Fair in New York City and would become one of the best-selling toys of all time. On April 7th, Oklahoma officially ended statewide prohibition after 51 years, becoming the last former dry state to legalize the sale of liquor. Just 2 days later, on April 9th, NASA unveiled the Mercury 7 astronauts to the American public. The elite group of military test pilots, including John Glenn, Alan Shepard, and Gus Grissom, would become the faces of America's first manned space program. May 4th marked another first when the Recording Academy's inaugural Grammy Awards were announced. Ella Fitzgerald became the first winner for Best Female Vocal Performance, for Ella Fitzgerald sings the Irving Berlin Songbook. On May 8th, the first Little Caesars Pizza restaurant opened in Garden City, Michigan, beginning what would grow into one of the world's largest pizza chains. Summer brought another historic milestone. On August 21st, President Eisenhower signed the proclamation admitting Hawaii into the Union as the 50th state. He also approved the now familiar 50-star American flag, which officially debuted the following Independence Day. September 12th saw the television premiere of Bonanza on NBC. The Western would become one of television's longest-running and most beloved series. Later that month, on September 25th, Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev concluded a historic visit to the United States, with meetings alongside President Eisenhower. Although both leaders expressed hope for easing Cold War tensions, those hopes would collapse less than a year later, after a U-2 spy plane incident. October 2nd introduced viewers to one of television's most influential series, when Rod Serling's The Twilight Zone premiered on CBS. It blended science fiction, suspense, and social commentary in a format unlike anything audiences had ever seen before. On November 15th, Richard Hickok and Perry Smith committed a brutal murder of 4 members of the Clutter family on their Kansas farm. The shocking crime would later inspire Truman Capote's groundbreaking true crime book, In Cold Blood. Just 3 days later, on November 18th, the epic film Ben-Hur, starring Charlton Heston, premiered in New York City. It would go on to win a record 11 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. On December 21st, Tom Landry accepted the head coaching position with the expansion team, the Dallas Cowboys. This began a legendary coaching career that would span 3 decades. Then, on December 23rd, rock and roll pioneer Chuck Berry was indicted on federal charges involving sex with a 14-year-old girl and the transportation of her across state lines to work in his club, which was a violation of the Mann Act. He was found guilty after multiple appeals and even a retrial, and he would serve 1.5 years behind bars. Recollection Road and LEGACYBOX both believe it's important to preserve the past. If you're like me, there's a box of your family's treasured home movies and photos tucked away somewhere, and LEGACYBOX can help you preserve them digitally. The process is a simple and safe solution for converting your home movies and photos to thumb drive or to the cloud. Just send in your LEGACYBOX filled with old VHS and camcorder tapes, film reels, and pictures, and get back digital copies that can be easily enjoyed, shared, and kept organized. It's that easy. LEGACYBOX is trusted by over 1 million people, and it's all done right here in the USA. Get started preserving your past today. Go to LEGACYBOX.com/recollection to get an incredible 55% off. Buy today to take advantage of this exclusive offer and send in your memories when you're ready. Go to LEGACYBOX.com/recollection to save 55% while supplies last. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and make sure to check the description of this video for links to pick up a t-shirt. Thank you to our loyal Patreon supporters listed here. Visit patreon.com/recollectionroad to join the club.